Holy cannoli, look what I just found.
What's up, Team Dink? We just got to the river, we're taking the kayak out, and we're after some smallmouth bass. I gotta say, I like that little cart that I bought. That thing works really nifty to get the kayak down from the car to the boat ramp and not get in people's way. I like it. I've got a few different baits with me. I've got a crankbait, a tube, and a finesse jig. We're gonna start with those. We're gonna see what we can do. I'd really like to catch fish on my BFS, but ultimately I'm gonna listen to the fish and see if we can catch some smallmouth bass. The river looks really good right now. There's like no wind. I feel like the conditions are really good. Okay, enough yipping yapping. Let's start casting blast and let's go.
A couple nice things about today. One, I was smart enough to just go ahead and wear my muck boots. Two, I was smart enough to bring my pliers because I already know there's gonna be a good chance of catching a pike. And I like pike. It's just when I don't have my pliers, they're not exactly the most fun. Over the last year and a half or so, I've decided that I never really want to bring more than about 3 rods whenever I river fish. And the main reason is because there's always trees and crap, and you get in that current and I feel like you always risk losing a rod. I'm gonna start out with this red crankbait just to kind of move water with. All right, so I just witnessed a guy catch a little largemouth out of a tree. I know that I could probably go fish the main river and fish the trees and try to find largies, but today I really prefer to catch smallmouth. I'm pretty sure back here is gonna be a good little smallie spot. Full disclosure, I fished this spot about this time last year and it produced for me. I brought my anchor today because once I get in an area where I feel pretty confident, I'm gonna try to slow down, fish with my BFS with a little small tube, and just see if I can pick off a few small jaws. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is paddle way upstream, then I'm gonna fish back as the current pushes me down. Little fish, but it's a small jaw. We got the right speed. Pretty cool. Well, dadgummit. I just realized I wasn't recording, but I just caught my first fish. To be quite honest with you, it wasn't a big deal. It was only like a 8-10 incher, pretty small little smallie, but it was the right species. So I went ahead and anchored down, and now we're gonna try to pick this spot apart just a little bit better. And I'm hoping that between the crankbait and some of the slower moving presentations, we can catch a few more and hopefully some bigger fish. So let's get back to it. We did not skunk today. So I'm gonna try to kind of break down the bank, but I'm also gonna work this through kind of the channel as well, just to see if there's anything out and about out here. Smallies don't have to really group up on the bank. They could be just about anywhere. They're gonna find a nice little break line with some rock and some current, and my friends, they're just gonna feed up right there. Interesting species. They are way less cover oriented than largemouth. They are very much current and structure oriented fish. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the bait that I've been wanting to throw. Okay, so we're switching to the BFS. I've got this little tube on there that I actually was fishing with the other day. And I know the smallies will hit it. Just gotta keep working it nice and slow. Trust the process. Okay, I'm making some good casts. I feel like I'm really drifting this thing very naturally and in good areas where I feel like there should be some fish. Just hasn't paid off yet, but I gotta be patient. All right, we'll put away the tube for now. If I get back in an area where I feel confident in it, we'll throw it again, but it just doesn't seem to be doing the job. Gotta love hook and fishing line. Ah, there we go. Fortunately, I got it back. I don't know, guys. I need to rethink my strategy right now. Things are just not going like I planned. Even though the little tube has not worked for me very well yet, I still trust that it will. There's like a little bit of a point right here, and I'm just gonna work the heck out of it. Nice and slow. I'm gonna fish shallow, I'm gonna fish deep, and I'm gonna see if I can make one bite. I don't feel any rock here. This is very silty right here. Big fish, or so it feels on the BFS. All of a sudden, my line just ticked. I knew there'd be a fish here. Man, it feels really big. I think that's just BFS fishing, baby. It's not a giant. It's a nice smallie though. Exactly what we were looking for. Exactly what we were looking for. Oh man, that's great. Oh wow, he just choked that tube. You see how far he took that down? That's exactly how you want him. I gotta get a pic of that. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. I don't know who said that, but it's a great saying. All right, buddy, we'll see you later. We've got this little point right over here, and I was feeling my tube through, and it was really silty. I was really just trying to find a rock pile. I knew that if I found an isolated rock pile, it could be really good. There's current rolling over a point, there's a big silty flat. that could be a really ideal smallie spot. I never felt rock, but all of a sudden my line ticked and I just slammed back. And man, that fight on the BFS is unreal. I love this rod and reel. I feel like I'm gonna use it all the time because I'm like super addicted to it. It's still a little weird reeling in left-handed, but I tell you what, I'm having a blast. Let's see if we can catch another one of those fish because I love smallies. Let's go. Come on. You can't tell me there was just one isolated smallmouth here. Ah, crap. Well, this is wonderful. I cast this little tube into a little tiny tree branch, and of course, it's living, so it's being a pain in my butt. Find your way out of there. Son of a bee. Somehow I broke off my entire leader. So I am going to switch gears. I'm gonna start with this little finesse jig. If I don't get bit quick, I probably will switch to a conventional tube. When you river fish in a kayak, I feel like you just have to be prepared for stupid crap like that to happen. Well, I can't find my green pumpkin, so I guess I'm gonna fish this smoke. It looks like it has kind of an orange or red flake in it. Muskrat spotted. Hopefully that's my good luck muskrat. There's a fish. I wonder what this might be. It's a good fish. Not a bad one. Is that a smallie? Yes, it is. Okay, I don't know why I'm not using my net. There's a crankbait down there and it has a lot of treble hooks on it. But risk it for the biscuit. Man, got him a mouthful of crankbait. Well, you know, the crankbait on the river is kind of my bread and butter for these small jaws. Man, that's a gorgeous little meatball right there. He's short and stout. He's beautiful, man. I can just feel the power behind him. He's kind of tense right now. You're tense, buddy. You need a massage. I'm not gonna give it to you though. I'm gonna let you go back. Man, you're beautiful. You got nice cheeks. Anybody ever tell you that? Okay, bye. River smallies love little crankbaits, man. Oh, sorry. I didn't know I'd throw it that far. Well, the good news is this. While I may or may not catch another fish today, at least I helped someone get their jerkbait back. You know, that guy lost a jerkbait in a tree and I went and got it for him and I threw it to him, and you know what? I feel pretty good about that. I saved that guy probably 10 bucks. I'm fishing the main river now. That would be a snag. Holy cannoli, look what I just found. Oh, okay, well the fishing's not super good, but I just found something extremely interesting. Oh, it stinks over here, and I'll show you why it stinks in about 2 seconds. If I could just go ahead and get my tube back. Why is it that I always find every bit of fishing line on the river? Well, there goes the tube. And it is a dead deer. And the skull is intact and it has antlers. It's a little 6-pointer. Folks, that's what you call a dead deer that's all rotted away and smells like butthole. If I was a real redneck, I'd be taking that head and bringing it home. Fishing hasn't exactly been great today. I'm glad I have the 3 smallies, but this is at least interesting, so hopefully you guys liked that. It smells like butt though, so I'm gonna keep moving. Shooting star. I could really use a fish right now. Fish right now. Fish right now.
Folks, if I could use one word to describe today's fishing mission, it would be meh. Meh. Not really sure what to take from today other than the fact that I caught 3 smallmouth, so I can't complain. I saved someone a jerkbait, which was probably like a $10 save, so you're welcome, random stranger. And then I found a stinky dead buck, which is always a great time. Regardless, thank you so very much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned. We're gonna take the kayak back out to the river in the future, and next time I'm pretty sure we'll get our redemption and catch more than just 3 little smallmouth. Okay, I'm rambling and I wanna go home and eat some tacos. See ya.